Every year we hear the same thing. New year, new me, new this, new that. And it's like, come on. You said that the same, or you said the same thing 3 years ago. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that. This is my year. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix. My laptop's about to die. Oh boy. All right. You have to love going live. Okay, so new year, new you, new goals, new discipline, new standards. And on the surface, of course, it sounds good. I used to do this. But here's what I've been noticing, right? Ever since I stepped out of fitness coaching into life coaching, and where the emphasis is less on, when you're in fitness, you're going the main thing that's driving your clients is weight loss, fat loss, really, and muscle building, which we call tone, right? But less of that in the life coaching space. But what I was seeing increasingly was more a focus on goals. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And especially with high achieving women, that phrase doesn't quite resonate with me, right? And the truth is, it doesn't create any change. What it does is it reinforces that same performance cycle that we're on, right? So you're just continuing to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. New year, new me, new goals, new discipline, new standards. And that's why so many women ultimately end up feeling hopeless by January, by the third week of January 16th, I think, is the day when they say all the goals or resolutions, which are absolutely low. Because to be honest with you, when you're resolute on something, there's no way, if you're honoring what that word is, that you will not follow through. So even when we say resolutions, I don't think we're using that term in the true sense of the word, because resolute is absolutely convicted and stick to it, which we don't. Anyway, January 16th is when they say that majority, I forget the amount, I'm just gonna say, or the number percentage, maybe 80, but majority forget all the new year, new me stuff and just carry on as usual until the next year. And in the gyms, by February, I didn't know this for a fact, is when all the aspiring fitness folks, and I'm not, I'm not making light of it, but it's incredible that in January it's so packed, and by February latest, it's like crickets in there. Anyway, it's the reason why when we set ourselves up like this by saying new year, new me, it's the reason why many women end up feeling, while they feel hopeful in January, excuse me, but end up being disappointed by March or February, right? Because new year, new me assumes that the problem is you. And this is key. So if you don't hear anything else from this live, hear this. When you say new year, new me, the intent behind it is great. But what is actually happening is that you are focusing yourself as the person or the one or the thing to be fixed. And what that could look like for my high achievers is you're not disciplined enough, you're not motivated enough, you're not inspired enough, you're not focused enough, you're not consistent enough. That's a big one too. You're not leveraging your skills, you're not optimized, all those things. So January typically becomes, when you're in this mindset of new year, new me, January becomes yet another opportunity to fix yourself or to fix the things that you're doing. So you focus on your habits, you focus on your motivation, on how inspired you are. And it's another chance to tighten up, like, oh, okay, this year I'm going to go, New Year, New Me is going to go 66 times to the gym. Being facetious, but you get the point. New Year, New Me is going to read 79 books in 1 month. New Year, New Me is going to get a doctoral degree and a master's in 2 weeks. So you're trying harder, you're pushing harder, you're essentially proving something, right? And for women who already know how to perform, are the clients and the ladies that predominantly are in my life, this message really lands hard on them. And it's not because it's true, it's because it sounds familiar. So it's perpetuating that do cycle and that way of operating. So here's why it never works for you. You don't need a new version of yourself. And I know sometimes I say new version, but in this instance, you don't, because you are not wrong, you're not broken, you don't need to be fixed or worked on like a project. I want you to get this, okay? You already know how to set goals. That's why you're a high achiever. You already know how to follow through. That's why you have 6 degrees. You already know how to show up. That's why your corner office is by the wall or whatever. You have a corner office with a great view. You already know how to exceed expectations because that is what you do. You go above and beyond anything that you're doing. So it's not the issue, and it's really never been the issue. The issue is that you're building your life around who you need to be instead of who you are. So when you continue that new year, new me, it's almost like I have to do this so that I can be this. When you actually are that person already who just needs to feel into who you are. So every January, you're adding more structure, hiring maybe a fitness coach. I think the fitness example is a common one, but it's anything that you're focused on when you talk about the new year, new me. I don't know, paradigm, mindset, whatever you want to call it. So you think you need more structure, you think you need more discipline, you're adding more things to do, you're maybe identifying more days to work out, adding more hours to whatever it is you're doing. And all of this is on top of that system that's already depleting you, that's already causing you to stay in this performance way of living. And then you wonder why success feels hollow, right? Success feels hollow, not the external things. Because new year, new you keeps you performing, kept me performing for so many years. I thought, and I would just want to continue to emphasize that a lot of the things that I see with my high achievers are things that are good, are things that the average person struggles to even attain. So when we talk about being stuck in performance mode and the strong black woman trap and doing, for many it may, or for some, I won't say many, it may seem like, what is the big deal? I mean, who doesn't want to be successful? Who doesn't want to have all these external markers of success and enjoy a truly um a truly successful life, I'll say, right? Everyone does. But the point is, and the distinction I like to make is that when you are controlled, when you're lead you're guided, when you're solely focused on acquiring and doing, that is when it becomes something that will never get you fulfillment. That is when it steps out of the role of getting a nice house, those things that are okay, but into using those things, the acquisition of those things, the pursuit of those things to try to feel a particular way. And for many of us, is to try to feel enough, try to feel worthy, try to feel like you belong, try to earn respect, looking for external validation. That's when things become a little wonky, needless to say. So, new year, new me keeps you performing, keeps you performing that you're well, that you're growing, that you're disciplined, keeps you performing in a way that it seems like you're transforming, but it's just acquisition of external things. The doing becomes the thing, right? But what it will never do, and that's why it does not work, is give you a sense of fulfillment or the feeling that the things that you're trying to get, you're hoping will give you. You have to know that you're worthy, so that when you decide that this year I want to do this, I would like to acquire that or whatever it is, it's not to make you feel any type of way. It's just to enjoy whatever it is that you're going after will get you. So if you're losing weight, losing fat, it's because you would like to fit maybe an outfit better. You would like to feel healthier in your body. You would like to have more energy to do things, sleep better, even enjoy the aesthetics of being smaller sized or having lost some weight. Not because the loss of weight will make you feel like you matter or feel worthy or feel loved, right? That's what I want to emphasize. And what it does also too is it creates a compliance type of vibe, because you can do all the right things And you typically do while you still feel disconnected from your life. And so I want to emphasize again, it's not a motivation problem, consistency problem, or a lack of routine or structure problem. It's the fact that you are adding more to something that is already too much, and looking for something by adding more that is already within you, that already exists. So you don't need a new version of yourself. You need a new relationship with yourself. And that relationship calls on you to look within, like, who am I? Who am I being? You need a relationship that's not based on constantly striving to improve yourself. Again, remember in the beginning, I said you're not broken and you don't need to fix anything. And that's why when you say new year, you, me, it seems like the focus is on fixing and repairing yourself. So, a new relationship with yourself that is not predicated on improving yourself or feeling any pressure to reinvent yourself into this super glamorous person, right? It reinforces the idea that you're not good enough or you're not enough as you are. Because no amount of goals will fix a life that does not feel safe to be yourself. And that is the real key. We are not in a place where we feel safe to feel. Because if you felt, or if you allowed yourself to feel, you would feel worthy. We feel, for the most part, that when we're doing things, we're getting closer to that feeling. It seems like it. And so we keep trying to do these things to feel this way, and we don't. We get further and further and further. So instead of new year, new you, here's something that is more in alignment with you, that would help you to be more integrous, is to say that, or think that, or believe that you're not trying to become someone else. You're just paying attention to what already isn't the way it's supposed to be in your life. Or you could try this. I'm not trying a new identity. So there's no new you in that sense. I just I'm looking to make my life, the life that I have, be more aligned with who I am, or match me even more, to close that gap I keep saying between the heart and the mind, or the brain, the head. So that shift, subtle, changes everything. Again, not new year, new you, just you trying to match, align your life with who you are, or trying to look at the things that aren't working, not you, because you're always working, but the things that are not working in your life, and see whether to remove them or why they're not working, and then make the decision as to what to do. So if every January, excuse me, you feel pressure to reinvent yourself, become a new version, and then you end up, you know, with more accomplishments, more things added to your retinue of, I don't know if it's retinue, to you, right? Isn't I know this. It's not because you failed. It's just because the message was wrong or interpreted wrongly. You don't need a new you. You just need permission to stop performing, stop working to earn worth, to earn validation, to earn love, to earn respect, to earn belonging, and know in your heart of hearts, feel in your soul that you are worthy, you belong, you're loved, you are valuable, and you don't need external anything from anyone. And of course, stop caring about what people think about you. Okay? All right. So if any part of this resonated with you, and you're realizing how much pressure you start to feel as the year comes to an end and the new year is like around the corner, you're figuring out, oh my goodness, I didn't, none of the things, or not many of the things that I wanted to accomplish came to realization, or even that the things that I accomplished did not give me the feeling that I thought they would give me. I want to invite you to the Soft Life Shift Masterclass. It's December 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern. I keep doing this. At 6 p.m. Eastern. It's on Zoom, myself and other ladies who are on similar journeys as I was years ago. We're not going to do more, we're going to do less, or we're not going to become somebody new either. We're just going to understand why performance is controlling your life, why it's your default, and what it would look like to stop it completely without feeling guilty or going back to it or feeling pressured to be this type of person or to do these different things. And yeah, so if you want to go deeper into what's happening and why it's so hard to say yes to yourself and no to others, even when everything within you is screaming, no, 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 I would love for you to register. I'd love to see you there. Remember, even if you can't make it, if you register, you'll get the replay emailed to you. So it's still worth your while either way. I promise you, your life will never, as you know it, as you're living it, will never ever be the same. And if you're not performing, you have something that you can use to even enhance your happiness and your fulfillment in life at this time. So the link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next live.